Hi everybody. This is going to be my audition for the Roughcuts. My name is Mike, and I'm going to be reviewing a movie today. Um, today I'm going to be reviewing a movie that a lot of people have seen, and it's a movie that is very known everywhere, and that is Back to the Future. Now, this is my favorite movie of all time. If you haven't seen this movie, you need to go see it. It's a very, very good movie, um, and it's basically a movie about this main character who's in high school, and his name is Marty McFly, and he is friends with a doctor or a mad scientist kind of a character named Dr. Emmett Brown, and he makes a time machine out of a DeLorean. Now, this movie was made in around 83 or 84 was probably when it was filmed. It came out 85, I believe, and the DeLorean was pretty top notch at that point. So it isn't now, but it's definitely a car that is remembered through this movie and through this movie only, or unless you were part of the '80s and that then you like the DeLorean because of those reasons. But yeah, he makes a car out of a DeLorean and a time machine out of a DeLorean car. And he has to hit 88 miles per hour to go into the future, into the past, wherever he wants to go. Now, what happens is he sets the car, the time to go back to 1955 because that was the date that he came up with the idea for something called a flux capacitor, and that's what starts the makes time travel possible is the flux capacitor. And so Marty is running away from these like terrorist people who are after him for giving those people illegal plutonium, or at least Emmett Brown did, and he was and so he drives and he accidentally hits 88 miles per hour, and he goes back into the future or back into the past, and he goes back into 1955, and a whole bunch of shenanigans start happening where instead of his father falling in love with his mother and his mother falling in love with his father, he accidentally changes time and makes his mother fall in love with him. Now that's where the comedy comes in, and it's a little weird, but it's extremely funny in my opinion. Um, and that's basically the movie. And what he needs to do is he needs to go back into the future, and he needs to try to make him and his dad and his mom get back together, or else his state of existence is never going to happen. Um, and so a whole bunch of shenanigans start happening. And if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to give it away. And if you have seen the movie, then I'm just boring you. So I'm just going to tell you that this is the greatest movie of all time, in my opinion. Now, the DVD itself is completely different from the trilogy that came out around 2001 or 2. I'm not completely sure. But this came with all three movies, and it came with a whole bunch of different things like outtakes, deleted scenes, commentaries, music videos from ZZ Top and Huey Lewis and the News. A whole bunch of different things like that. Now this one is completely different. They came out with all three of them separately, and you can get them at Best Buy or Walmart or whatever. Walmart's probably the best because I think they sell them each for maybe $12. So that's probably the best to get if you want to get this version. Now, this version is not very different at all from the trilogy, and neither are the other ones, except for this case. This is the original casing from the VHS and the original poster for it. And another thing that this first one comes with is if you do not know, Universal Studios has gotten rid of the Back to the Future ride, and this movie comes with a second disc that you can see on the inside, and it comes with all the videos from the ride, and it comes with the video that you watch on the ride itself as well, which is a great thing for those people who love the ride, and I know that I did. Now, another thing that it also comes with is it comes with a piece of film that they've cut out from the movie, and they number each film and or piece of film, and they put the picture, and then this is the original piece of film right here, if you can see it. And I don't know if it's the actual piece of film or not, but it's still very cool in itself. And it also comes with a brochure for the ride, the Back to the Future ride. This is an absolutely great movie, and if you haven't seen it, I really recommend it. I'm a huge fan of 80s movies, and this is definitely my favorite movie of all time. All three of them are, but the first one is definitely the best. So yeah, that's my review of Back to the Future. I hope you liked it. And just to tell you a little bit about myself, just because this is an audition and you guys don't really know about me, my name is Mike, and I love movies, and I watch a lot of movies a lot. One of my favorite things are actually watching TV on DVD. I love getting TV seasons and things like that, and I love all that stuff. That's really my forte of all my movies that I have. But of course, I have other movies as well, and I love movies. I'm also a musician, and I play piano and I sing and all that stuff. And you can check out my music page if you want. It's myspace.com/onthecontrary. And but that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to promote music. I'm here to promote movie reviews and things like that. And one of the things that I want to bring into the Roughcuts is, I want to be a reviewer that actually reviews movies and doesn't just trash talk movies. Like, for example, a lot of people just hate the movie Twilight, and they want to say that they hate Twilight because it's what everybody likes, and things like that. Now, of course, I am not a huge fan of the book. I'm not a huge fan of the movie, but the movie itself was actually made very well, and I'll be the first to tell you that. The acting was really good. Kristen Stewart did a very good job, and I don't really see many problems with the movie. It's just not my cup of tea, and I want to bring that into the Rough Cuts, and I want to show that just because you don't like a movie doesn't mean that you need to trash talk it, and it doesn't mean that you need to tell people that it stinks, because it hurts people's feelings, and that's not the right way to go. So anyway, my name is Mike Valdez. My YouTube channel is Mikey McFly 1200, and this is my Rough Cuts audition, and that's pretty much it. My props go out to Sean C. Phillips and to MJ Kelly. You guys are amazing, and I think you guys are really funny. And Sean, I watch every single DVD update that you do. It's like almost religiously. And I'd love to be a part of this channel, the Rough Cuts channel. It's a great channel. But anyway, that's my audition. Thanks.